how you doing today? My name is Kirsty, aka KBeth Bookish, and this is an announcement that has been years in the waiting. It is time to finally unleash my Patreon. This is something I have been working on for a very long time. I wanted to do one a while back, but I didn't feel at that time that I could offer enough kind of content and extras to really kind of give you value for what you were paying for. And so now I feel I'm in a much better place. I feel like I'm posting very consistently, I'm reading consistently, I've got a range of things that I can offer as rewards. And eventually I want to bring in things like with my business, with my candles and things like that. And I want to bring that into it a little bit at some point, but not right now. But I feel like there is so much more that I can offer and give compared to 2-3 years ago. And I feel like I have the platform to do it now. I still wasn't planning on doing this year, but I realised that with the launching of NaNoWriMo and the planning and everything of that, along with Adventure-a-thon, I figure now is actually the right time to put this into place, and that way you guys can grow alongside with me. And so yeah, the birth of Patreon came up. So in terms of what you're going to get, there are kind of two categories. One is going to be two tiers are going to be more focused on bookish things and reading. And then two tiers will be focusing on writing, with one tier at the end where you sort of get everything plus a little bit extra as a bonus. I have named these tiers after the places that my own novels have been set in. Originally, I thought about doing, kind of fictional worlds that I love, but then I know that a few people have done that because I was like, well, Wonderland, Neverland, Red London, and I figured as much as I love those worlds, I would rather use my own worlds that I love. And so, like I said, I've done it this way so that if you prefer to just focus on books and bookish things, you will only gain access to a tiny bit of writing. If you are just here for the writing, you gain access to the book stuff and you can choose whether or not you want to participate in those. And then if you want everything, like I said, there is a tier for everything. We are going to go into the tiers. I will shuffle over, I will show you them here, and I will list them. They're all going to be in GBP, Great British Pounds. But we start off with Alternate Earth, which is kind of a generic one, but at least two of my stories are set on Earth, but they're like alternative universe Earth, where there's angels and demons, and they're kind of like a more paranormal setting. So this is the very basic setting, just Alternate Earth, and this is £2 a month, and you gain access to a special Discord for bookish chats and bookish content, monthly sprints that are Patreon only, like reading sprints, as well as a quarterly book club. I did ask on all of the platforms, and pretty much the unanimous vote was for quarterly book club, so every 3 months we will have a book. Our Patreon book club is going to be called the Everland Book Club. This is to kind of link it to the fact that I've given all of these tiers names of my locations in my books, but also to represent all of those lands and all of those places that appear in books, whether they be real places on Earth or space or fictional worlds. I just feel like having Everland, and the idea will be that every single book we read is going to be a different place. So hopefully we will never read a book from the same place twice. Hopefully. For the next tier, we have the Enchanted Forest. If you're a fan of Once Upon a Time, you've probably heard of this, and a lot of these kind of generic fantasy are set in generic Enchanted Forest landia. And one of my stories is no different. I have one that's like a fairy tale retelling. It's all the fairy tales mixed in together, set in the forest. So the Enchanted Forest, this is the first of our writing tiers. So you'll gain access to the previous tier benefits, but also you will gain access to a writers only Discord, monthly writing sprints, a bi-monthly newsletter featuring things like competitions or resources and sort of shout outs of what people have been getting up to and things like that, as well as a monthly live planning chill out session. So this will be on somewhere like Zoom or something like that. It'll be a bit like a cafe hangout. We all log on, we all sit together. If people want to share stuff, they can. Otherwise, we all just sit and do like a nice quiet planning session and we bounce ideas off each other, things like that. And that'll be once a month. That one is £4 a month. The next tier is going back to our bookish content, and this is Elodia. Elodia is a setting of mine that is set in the Fae world and features magic where songs control the magic, and you know, the magic comes through song and music. This one is £5 a month, and for this one you will get the previous benefits of both tiers plus early access to my videos. There will be a special support group on the Discord that will be for sort of content creation and for any kind of content creators, for us to discuss things and support each other and help each other and teach each other things, and just like a little support network and social platform on there. Every quarter, as well as doing the quarterly book club, there will also be the opportunity that anyone in this tier, you can put books in to a TBR jar that is all of my TBRs. So you basically, I will then choose 2 or 3. So basically you guys for a week or 2 will control what I read. And I have to read it, otherwise I'll have to suffer consequences. And you get to choose those consequences. So take that as you wish. I kind of want to link in a bit more of my personal stuff in there. So once a month you'll get sort of like a photo dump and a bit of a what's going on with me. And also I want to bring in some of my learning. So one of the big things I want to do this year is I really want to work on my tarot. I have this gorgeous deck that Ren bought me. It is the most stunning thing on this planet. And these gorgeous cards that I have been... Look, it's Han. So we've got these beautiful cards every single time. This card will not leave me alone. I swear, it will not leave me alone. I bought this tarot workbook, and so I would like to every month do a tarot draw, and I will do a bit of an analysis and share with you some of that learning. And there will also be some journaling bits and pieces in there as well, should you be interested in all of that. If you are a partaker of Adventure-a-thon, you may also be pleased to know that in this bracket, you will gain access to extra little tidbits for Adventure-a-thon. This may be to kind of do like a little dry run or a play test of some ideas that we've got moving forward. It might be bonus characters that you can build. It might be an extra couple of side quests or mini rounds. But these will be things that you can do where you'll be rewarded with either items or gold that you can then use in the main rounds. And obviously these will be Patreon only. So if you're not a subscriber and you haven't joined us, then you're missing out on stuff for your character. So just think about that. So not only do you gain a tiny bit more of the bookish stuff, but it's also a little bit more personal and a few more interactions with me. And like I said, the fun thing of you get to choose my reading, and if I don't read it, you get to choose my punishment. That one scares me. Then we hop back to the writing side and we are entering Viridian, which is the location of my current work in progress, the city of Sunder, and is basically, the name might sound green and make you think of hills and pretty and flowers. This place ain't. This place is a dump. But unlike the place that is a dump, the Patreon group is going to be amazing and wonderful and shiny and beautiful. And for this one, not only do you gain access to everything else, but you will also gain access to a G Drive that will be absolutely packed full of resources. And not only will this be resources that I share, but this is also an open space for you to share any of your own resources, like any resources that you come across that you think would help a fellow writer. That is the place for that, and that will be unlocked for you at that tier. Every quarter you'll get a big newsletter with like what I've been up to, where I'm at with my writing, monthly updates, little sneak peeks of what I've been working on, snippets of my work that I'm fully open to critique from. And then every 6 months, so twice a year, I want to do a magazine where you can all submit your work and some pieces of your writing, and I'll put it together in a magazine too as a writer's showcase. And eventually I'd like to get them all bound professionally and properly and send you out a physical copy. So that will be a future plan with those, but right now it will be on e-format. And then finally, if that's still not enough and you want even more and you want to access all of the writing, all of the reading, and gain a little bit extra, you would like to head over to Cartausia. This is the biggest place I've ever created. This was the location of a novel idea that I had when I was about 12. That then became the basis for my D&D campaign when I was 27. And that campaign went on for 4 years. We expanded the world so much. We had a giant map that was like wider than I can stretch my arms. It is my most in-depth world. It's my baby. And so because of that, I made that the most in-depth of these tiers. So you get everything that I've already mentioned, which is pretty awesome. But you will also get a one-off handwritten postcard of thank you, and there will be other little goodies in there just as like a little welcome kit. Eventually I want to include bookmarks in this, but right now I'm not able to do that, but I have got them planned and I have got some designs already painted and drawn up. So that will be coming, and you will also get your name added to the end of all of my videos in a little thank you card as a thank you so much for your support. As I said, with all of these, there is an opportunity in the future for reshuffling. I do already have ideas for future rewards and ways that I can expand even further, but those are going to be once we've settled in and I know what I can manage and what my workload is going to be with all of this. But I am so excited. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I'm just really grateful for the opportunity and the fact that I've reached a point where I feel I can go ahead. So yeah, please do let me know in the comments if you are considering joining. You don't have to mention what tier or anything like that, but just in general, if you are planning on joining us, what are you most looking forward to? What kind of rewards do you feel are the most exciting out of all of these or intriguing? And also, if you think of any others that you think maybe I could add either now or in the future, give me a shout out, let me know. I'm always interested to hear more from you. The Patreon is live now, so as soon as you see this video, if you click on the link below, you will be taken and it's all ready to go, it's all ready to set up. With regards to the quarterly book club, instead of it being, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, etc., because everyone's always busy in Christmas and December, I feel like trying to fit in a book that we're going to talk about in December is going to be difficult. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to do it from May. So as soon as the Patreon is up, have a look on there. There will be a poll to vote for the first of the quarterly books. And so we will then start that on May the 1st. So it will go May, June, July to read that book, August, September, October to read the next one, and then November, December, January, so that you're not too overwhelmed trying to read all the book club books in time for December while also dealing with Christmas and all of that stuff. Thought it'd make it a little bit easier for everyone. So head on over there if you are going to join. Can't wait to see what books you pick. I can't wait / I'm terrified to see what kind of books you're going to pick for my TBR jar and what punishments I've got to take. And yeah, I'm really excited. I just can't wait. Just everything is insane and amazing, and I'm so genuinely amazed that you're all here, and whatever support you have offered over the years, it's led to this, and I cannot thank you enough. Anyway, I need to stop rambling, so I'm going to go. I hope you're all good. I hope you're staying safe. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content from me, and I will see you on the next one.